Have you ever think about living in Brazil? If you ever consider this idea, stay with me until the end of this video because I will bring here the top 7 cities to live here regarding to cost of living, safety and quality of life, okay? I'm a native here in Brazil, lived over the last 36 years here. I've been to many cities, have a lot of experience to share, and I'm sure this video will worth every minute, okay? I've put a lot of work in this video to really take here cities that attend to these 3 criteria because it's not easy, okay? First of all, cost of living. Cost of living compared with what? Compared with my city. I live here in Fortaleza, that is in the northeast Brazil, is considered an affordable city. And these cities I brought, they are a little bit more cheap than here, Fortaleza, or a little bit more expensive, but it's worth it. Safety, okay? I've researched on Number, and it's based on the safety index on Number. Should the city be included in my list, it must have at least 50 in the safety index, okay? And quality of life. Quality of life is very relative. For some people, quality of life is being in a very isolated place like a beach, very native, with nothing there. And for other people, it's to be in a big city, okay? I try to bring here some intermediate between these, okay? Not so big and not so small. The ideal size to provide you like a lot of services, shopping centers, and things like this that you can enjoy. Okay, so stay with me. Now let's move on. Let's start our list with a city in the state of São Paulo, that is Jundiaí. Jundiaí is located in the state of São Paulo, Brazil. It's about 60 kilometers from the capital, São Paulo. The city is well connected by highways, buses from São Paulo and Campinas, that is another big city in the metropolis, and also offers train service from São Paulo, making it easily accessible. Jundiaí is recognized for its high quality of life, featuring a variety of attractions and activities. The city boasts numerous parks and green space, such as the Jundiaí Botanical Gardens and the Serra of Japi, a state park known for its large forests, preserve and opportunities for extreme sports. Jundiaí has a rich culinary heritage with typical foods influenced by its diverse cultural mix. Dishes like polenta, virado à paulista, and pastel are popular, along with the famous Brazilian drink, cachaça, and sweets like brigadeiro, very typical from here. The city is generally considered an affordable destination for tourists compared to other major cities in Brazil, with a range of accommodation options from budget hotels to luxury apartments in areas like Central and Villa Arenas. The rent for a one-bed apartment here is a median 6.6% cheaper than here for Fortaleza, and the safety index is considered high for Brazil, 57 on Number. Now let's go straight to the second option, and it's one of my favorites, that is Foz do Iguaçu. Foz do Iguaçu is located in the state of Paraná, Brazil, and it is located in a very privileged area. It makes frontier with 2 countries, Argentina and Paraguay. Paraguay is a place where you can shop very cheap because they don't charge tax for their products, for their import products, so it is really cheap, and you can get there crossing a bridge in Foz do Iguaçu. You can get straight in the center of Paraguay and buy there and come back to Foz do Iguaçu, crossing the bridge, and it's very easy go and back. You can go to Argentina too by car, and you can enjoy like tango and casinos in Argentina. These countries has a kind of partnership with Brazil that is the Mercosul it's called here, that you can go and go and back freely, and it's very easy to get to these places. In Foz do Iguaçu you can enjoy a lot of attractions because it's a very touristic place. We have Cataratas do Iguaçu, that is one of the biggest falls in the world, okay, and the biggest in Brazil. And because it's a very touristic city, you can have a lot of good service and plenty of things to do in Foz do Iguaçu. So you can combine a very enjoyable life and cheap prices, like going to Paraguay, and affordable rents and a good climate and a good quality of life. So Foz do Iguaçu is one of my favorites. Now let's head to the third position, that is Novo Hamburgo or New Hamburg. Novo Hamburgo is located in the greater Porto Alegre area of Rio Grande do Sul state. It's a city with a rich history and a vibrant quality of life. Known for its German heritage, the city has evolved from its roots as a settlement founded by German immigrants in 1824 to become a significant industrial and commercial hub, particularly in the footwear industry. Despite facing economic challenges in 1990s, Novo Hamburgo has diversified its economy and continues to thrive as an important city in the region. In terms of things to do, Novo Hamburgo does not disappoint. The city offers a range of attractions, from the historic Cathedral Basílica São Luís Gonzaga, known for its beautiful architecture, to the Fundação Ernesto Frederico Scheffel, which displays an extensive collection of artwork. The average cost for a one-bed apartment is 35% cheaper than here Fortaleza, and the safety index is 52.42 in the Nubel ranking, which makes this city a safe city. Now let's jump straight up for the fourth position, one of the best cities in Brazil with highest quality of life, that is Gramado. Gramado, nestled in the mountains of Rio Grande do Sul, Brazil, is renowned for its picturesque landscapes and European-influenced architecture. This charming city is celebrated for its high quality of life, marked by its beautiful green space such as the famous Black Lakes, created in 1953 and surrounded by imported trees from Germany, Black Forest. And Gramado is one of the most touristic places in Brazil. People from all over Brazil come here, and when you walk by the streets and the city, you have a hard time thinking that we are talking about Brazil, because it seems like a European city in the middle of Brazil. The average rent price for one bed apartment is 14% more expensive than here Fortaleza, but paying these extra costs really worth it. The safety index there is 84.34 in the Nubel Safety Index, making this city one of the safest cities in Brazil. Now let's jump straight to the fifth position, that is Maringá. Maringá is located at the countryside of Paraná state and is very well known for its high quality of life, and there is a lot of things to do there, like restaurants, like cultural attractions, and it is a very organized city and with a nice infrastructure and quality of life. The average price for a one-bed apartment is 53% more cheap than here Fortaleza, what makes a very cheap city. And the safety index there is 48.21 according to Nubel, what makes a very safe city to Brazilian meetings. Now let's jump straight to the two best cities, in my opinion, one of the two best cities in Brazil. The first is Balneário Camboriú. Okay, Balneário Camboriú is located at the state of Santa Catarina at the coast, and it's known for its skyscrapers and vibrant beachfront. It's a popular destination for those seeking a mix of urban life and coastal beauty. The city main beach, surrounded by lively avenues filled with dining and shopping options, is the heart of touristic activities. So Balneário Camboriú is surely one of the best places in Brazil. It is very beautiful, unique spot in Brazil coastal cities lineup appealing for both living and vacationing. The rent for one bed apartment here is a little bit more expensive than Fortaleza, in median 56% more expensive than Fortaleza, but the safety index is 61. What it's considering a very affordable for the foreigners, at the same time a high quality of life and a high safety index. Let's jump for the last position, one of the favorites from Brazilians and foreigners, that is number 7, Florianópolis. Florianópolis is known as Floripa by Brazilians and is a coastal paradise located in the southern part of Brazil within the state of Santa Catarina. It sits uniquely as both an island and part of the mainland, connected by a bridge, giving it a strategic and picturesque position. This city is renewed by its agreeable climate, safety, and high quality of life, making it a top choice for both residents and tourists. The cost of living is slightly above the average because it reflects the city's excellent infrastructure and the quality of life it offers. A one-bed apartment is, on average, 37% more expensive than Fortaleza, but it's worth the investment. Okay, and the safety index, according to Number, is 51, which is a nice index. Now, if you want to know about cost of living in Brazil, a list done by a native, I made a list with how much costs to have a medium class life here in Brazil without downsizing your standard of living if you live in a rich country. Okay, so click here to watch the cost of living for a couple, the updated cost. Click here, and that's it. Thank you so much, and see you.